Hi there, welcome to Jate's YouTube channel. My name is Jerry Yates, and this is where I share life adventures, mostly in and around the Pacific Northwest area, along with more hobbies than I have time available. In this short video, I'm going to provide you a quick walkthrough of live Aqua Resort in Cancun, Mexico, along with our opinions of the good, the bad, and a little bit of the ugly, and to answer the question, is it worth it and would we do it again? Live Aqua is in the middle of Cancun's hotel zone, right across from La Isla shopping mall. It's currently rated number 3 in Cancun's top 10 all-inclusive hotels and is an adult-only resort. Let's dig in and I'll explain a little of the good, the bad, and the ugly as we walk around together. The first bad thing that happened was at our late check-in, where our Visa card was declined several times. This was after I made extra sure and called to confirm the check-in price so I could transfer money over from our external savings account. So after a long stressful phone call to my bank, it turned out the hotel was attempting to charge an extra $1,000 for incidentals on our debit card that I was not expecting. So the simple solution was to pay the amount for the resort fees, and then I put the incidental charge on my major credit card, which we barely used, and they fully refunded it all. Slightly annoying to start off our stay like that, but it all worked out in the end. Another thing we'll say is on the bad list is the lack of information for activities. Things like this pool Zumba, or like this Queen cover band, were really good, but just randomly appeared, and we had no idea. The only place we found information was on this digital display coming out of the elevators on the P level. I recommend taking a picture of the digital display panel every day so you know what's happening. Even the live Aqua TV was in Spanish, so it did us no good. The spa and gym was very good. It has top-of-the-line life fitness equipment, and due to the excellent COVID protocols they had, they limited how many people could exercise at the same time. So we had to schedule our time slots, but that was easy enough. The little gift shop on the P level did serve Starbucks coffee with limited selection. Although don't bother with the straws. They will break before you even get them in your drink. I guess we're saving dolphins with these straws. The shop has souvenirs and gifts and miscellaneous things you may need or want. Coming outside, you'll see the grounds are very well maintained. And coming up on the left here is one of our favorite restaurants called the Hidden Garden. It serves delicious gourmet Thai food. Portion sizes were gourmet small too, which we just ordered extra, so we never really walked away hungry. At the pool area, it has 6 pools and this large hot tub, but we only saw people using the hot tub at night. The pools are very well maintained and very clean. The perfect temperature to cool off, but yet not freezing cold. And throughout the day, random events would just take place at the main pool area. There are multiple paths to the beach area along each side of the pool. They all have these foot showers to wash off the sand on your way back up. There is a lifeguard on duty throughout the day, but the surf was rough when we were there, with red flags for 7 of the 8 days while we were there, and it was yellow on the one day. There is a beach bar, but honestly we never used it. The beach services were so good, we hardly even knew this was here. Just bring some extra cash, which by the way does add up over the 8 days that we were there. There are plenty of cabanas to rent for $46 USD per day, but you must do this 1 day in advance, otherwise they're all booked up on the same day. If you're into more of the party scene, this swim-up pool area is where the party is at, with loud music during the day and lots of happy drunk people, if that's what you prefer. And behind the swim-up bar is where they keep 2 parrots that you can hear throughout the day, squawking and talking. This is Siete Restaurant, which serves both delicious breakfast and super gourmet dinner options. Don't miss this pop-up crepe maker, who is there daily from 4 to 6 p.m. Super yummy treat before heading back in to clean up for dinner. This is one of the bars where they have live music every night. Seemed to be a pretty popular place. And if you're into sushi, this sushi bar was pretty packed as well. Also found a pool table, which my son and I enjoyed a few games of. The main lobby entrance here has a full senses experience, including ambient sounds and smells. I lost an 8-minute GoPro video of our nice clean room when we first arrived, so these are the only shots I got of our room. Thanks GoPro for all the freezing and corruption issues. So this is our messy bedroom, a double bed with a terrace room, which is good size for my wife and son and I. The daily maid service was fantastic and kept things spotless, and the fridge stocked with the extra water we had asked for. We really enjoyed the extra size of the terrace versus a balcony room, where every day we enjoyed this just beautiful view and its panoramic scenery of the property and the coastline. The eastern sunrises were awesome. I caught several of them. Please enjoy this one, and I'll explain one of the ugly things that happened. So we had noisy neighbors. They were up partying all night, thumping music, yelling and running down the hallway like junior high kids. When we complained about it twice, the supervisor's solution was to offer us to move. We were well established and didn't want to move to another floor, other side of the building. So the sleeping experience was not that great. And we felt they really didn't do much to address the problem with the people. One other ugly thing that happened also was a minor accident my wife had the first night we were there. She pulled on what she thought was a drawer in the bathroom, and a piece of wood came flying off and landed right on top of her foot, caused it to swell and massive bruising. The hotel staff iced her foot and fixed the loose board right away, but it should not have been unloose like that in the first place. Let's wrap this up and bring our good, the bad, and the ugly list together. On the good side, the staff makes Live Aqua special. They have well-maintained luxury resort, gourmet restaurants, and delicious food. Spa and gym were great. Daily cleaning was excellent. Poolside entertainment was good and fun. They had Starbucks coffee in the gift shop and excellent COVID protocols. And on the bonus side, the on-site travel agents were great. Tell Alejandro I said hi. On the bad side, incidental charges at check-in was a bummer. Lack of activity information was hard to find. They had weak mixed drinks and bring a bunch of extra tipping money. We ran low on the last day. The portion sizes were small, but we learned just to order more. On the ugly side, the loud neighbors with poor resolution. They really could have done something better to solve that. And the board falling on my wife's foot was a real bummer too. It could have been avoidable. And finally, was it worth it? 100% yes. The good far outweighed the bad. We really enjoyed our time and enjoyed our visit at Live Aqua in Cancun, and we highly recommend it. Thanks for watching. If you found this useful, please like and subscribe. You can always change your mind later.